With 36 new Guam Customs and Quarantine officers sworn in last month with the 13th training cycle, there are now 141 officers safeguarding our island's ports of entry. Agency Director Ike Peredo says it's the most officers they've had in nearly a decade, but he's not stopping there.
We have a total of right now 141 officers. We've just graduated 36 the last part of November. But even at that, to effectively say that I'm going to protect our borders, I need at least 240 or 50 officers.
A need for at least 100 more officers who are tasked with making sure illicit drugs, biosecurity threats, communicable diseases, invasive species, and more don't cross our borders. Here, Customs and Quarantine Officer Charles McDonald demonstrates one aspect of the job.
You ever heard of the Guam Zoo, right? That's regulated by the Office of the Lieutenant Governor. So when we see that and they're not authorized on the list that's given by them, then we go ahead and hold it until they get approved by the Office of the Lieutenant Governor.
The daily grind includes making sure incoming cargo follows all local and federal regulation.
And once we're satisfied with our inspection, we can go ahead and just release it to the customer.
But the number one threat these officers are tackling continues to be meth and marijuana coming through the mail.
Well, since the new year came in, I will say that yes, we continue to come across illicit importation of drugs, especially methamphetamines. Methamphetamines, we've seen marijuana is still prevalent too, although we have a different perspective in Guam with respect to marijuana, but the transportation of marijuana is still a federal law.
He says officers intercepted about 50 pounds of meth and about 68 pounds of marijuana last year. And in 2024, about 2 pounds of meth has already been intercepted this month alone. The agency estimates the drug to be worth about $300 per gram and could have had a street value of over $270,000.
Majority of our meth are coming to the post office. So of course, we keep our eyes on the post office. But other than that, we also maintain increased surveillance on all the ports of entry that we have.
The, quote, first line of defense continues to keep their eyes on all 5 ports of entry and has plans to build more manpower.
For the upcoming budget, we do have 10 FTEs that we're trying to recruit, that's customs officers. And by law, the legislature also gave us a complement of an additional 20 officers for fiscal year 2025.
Meantime, he asks the community to continue to do their part to help Guam protect its borders.
We're hoping that we can continue to rely on the community to help us in stopping and deterring the importation of illicit drugs at our borders by providing us information should they know of any persons involved in illicit drugs, especially coming through our borders, that we will appreciate for them to help us out and contact our office so we can do something about it.
Mitsuki Hirayama, KUAM News.